Charles Smoking, Deputy Abbey.
Hi, this is Judge LaFlamme. Can you bring Charles Schmucker to a Zoom room, please?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
I'm there shortly. Thank you.
Thanks. Okay, you are, Shannon, put us on the record.
Charles Schmucker.
Okay, is there a chair there? You're welcome to sit down if you like.
There's really just somewhere to stand, sir.
Okay. Mr. Schmucker, you were arrested for allegedly violating a personal protection order. Have you been provided with a copy of the probable cause information telling you exactly what it is you've been accused of doing to violate the PPO?
Sir, I don't really. I went to court a week ago for a stalking charge this girl, I broke up with this girl and she put this charge on me. I wasn't even in the state most of the time she did. She said that this was happening, so they told me to come back on the 29th.
All right, hold on. Before you give me an explanation, there's some things I need to tell you. Okay? So just answer the question. Were you given a copy of the written statement that says what it is that you have been accused of doing to violate a personal protective order? All right, I'm going to read it to you now. The report indicates I was dispatched to 5476 Ridgewood Vista Drive for a PPO violation. I was advised that Charles Joseph Schmucker, date of birth 3/16/85, had followed Amanda Martinez to her residence at Ridgewood Vista and was driving a bluish-green Chevy Avalanche with tinted windows. As I arrived at the apartment complex, I observed the described vehicle in front of 5712 Kapok. I made several attempts of contact at 5712 and 5708 KPOC with negative results in attempts to find the occupant of the vehicle. While trying to make contact at other apartments, Charles Schmucker exited 5712 KPOC and was detained and placed into my patrol car. Schmucker advised he was visiting a girl at 5712 KPOC and that he didn't know he couldn't come to the complex. Amanda Martinez advised that while driving to her apartment after picking up her child from school, she noticed she was being followed by the bluish-green Avalanche, and when she was turning into the main drive of the apartment complex, the Avalanche passed her and continued to the rear of the park. Amanda advised she then realized that was the vehicle that Schmucker was now driving. Amanda advised as she continued towards her apartment, the Avalanche was sitting by the mailbox with the driver's window halfway down, at which time she observed Schmucker sitting in the driver's seat. Kaylin Janine Murray of 5712 KPOC advised she did not know Schmucker was coming over, but had called her prior to showing up at her door. Kaylin advised she was told not to answer the door when I was knocking. So that's what you've been accused of doing. You do have the right to contest this charge at a contempt hearing. You are entitled to the assistance of an attorney, either one of your choosing, or if you cannot afford one appointed for you by the court. Do you intend to retain an attorney, or do you wish for me to appoint one for you?
No, I already have an attorney. I thought he was going to be here right now. George Lyons.
Okay.
He's already been to keep contact with the court. We tried to get this taken care of yesterday, but no one was in the office.
All right. Well, I'm taking care of it today. I will get it scheduled for a violation hearing. You and your attorney will be able to participate in that hearing. There will be an attorney from the prosecutor's office who will represent Ms. Martinez at that hearing. I do need to advise you that you could face up to 93 days in jail and a fine of up to $500 if you are found guilty of contempt for violating the PPO. It's also possible that if you're on probation for another charge, that this could impact your probation status.
I'm not, sir.
Okay, so my intent is to release you pending the next hearing, but you absolutely need to stay far away from this woman. You'll be able to testify and present other evidence at the hearing as to whether or not you actually did violate the PPO by being near her apartment, but we'll let your attorney handle that. In the meantime, what I'm going to do is release you on a personal recognizance bond with the condition that you not violate any terms of the PPO, and particularly, I don't even want you in that complex. So we avoid this problem happening in the future.
They banned me yesterday, so I don't want to take up your time. I'm grateful for the PR bond. I would like to know if I have permission to go stay in a different county with my parents, because I literally haven't even been back in Michigan 24 hours. I was given permission. I'm supposed to be moving to California.
I don't have a problem. You're not required to stay here. You just have to be back for the violation hearing. And actually, that won't even be in person as long as you can participate by Zoom. That's how we'll do it.
So I just
Okay.
like every time I come back in town, this person keeps popping up. Like, I'm not gonna argue right now, but like, I'm at another girl's house. It makes no sense to me why, if I'm over at another girl's house trying to see another woman, you say you're over me and you got PPOs on me. Why are you following me around? How do you know the second I get to this girl's house? Like, I'm over this woman. I'm trying to leave her alone. She keeps contacting my family and calling the police and using you guys to try to keep getting me arrested because she's mad that I don't want to be with her anymore. And I don't want to argue and run in court.
You can address all of that at the violation hearing. I can tell you I won't even remember it. So you're just going to have to repeat it then.
And just see thousands of people, sir.
All right, we'll get the paperwork over so you can be released. Make sure you don't go anywhere near this woman. And we'll schedule the matter for a violation hearing. Let's see. How do we look, Shannon? Thursday, February the 4th.
And now that's my only charge for me being here is violating the PPO. I never got served on.
That's all I've got, sir.
Okay, because I never, what do you call it? I never even got served the PPO ever once. But I understand I have one now.
Well, hold on a minute.
Six and seven, please.
We'll address that at your hearing. If you weren't served with the PPO, there would be no violation. If I find that you were not served, I will simply dismiss the charge.
Sir,
But
I heart hope to God no one ever served me with a paper. The only time I've ever talked to a judge or the police about her is when I had my Zoom meeting with Judge, excuse me if I say his name incorrectly, Gusteria maybe.
Judge Goostrey would not be presiding over a PPO.
Yeah, no, this was a different case.
That must be a different charge.
Yeah, she tried to put a different charge on me, but at the time he didn't say anything at all about the PPO. No one ever did. I was never personally served ever. Not once in my life.
All right, well, we'll get you released today. We'll address the issue of whether or not you were served at the time of the hearing.
Okay.
February 4th at 11.
That'll be February 4th at 11 a.m. We'll make sure your attorney is notified and we'll get the paperwork over so you can be released.
1 second, sir. I like to write that date down right here so I remember. What did you say it was?
February 4th at 11 a.m.
Okay.
All right, you'll need to get instructions for how to participate in that via Zoom because we're not doing those hearings in person.
Yes.
But if you access my website, it has Zoom instructions posted.
Okay. Can you guys let my attorney know that I have retained George Lyons?
Certainly. Can you make sure George gets a copy of the notice, Shannon? We'll make sure he gets a copy.
Okay.
All right. That concludes our hearing. We'll get this paperwork processed and get you out. Have a good day.
Be out today then with the PR bonds?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much.